Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chelsea Axe, and welcome to BurstFIT at home with bands. Today we are gonna be going through a booty workout. That is right, we're working that butt, those hamstrings. We're gonna get those toned and strong. Now, if you have a band, go grab it. We're gonna be using it throughout this workout. If you do not, don't worry about it. So you can do any of these moves without it. It just adds a little bit extra resistance and difficulty level to the workout. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the different moves. I'm gonna give you modifications, how to do them correctly and safely and effectively. And then we're gonna go through one round together. Beginners, you wanna maybe go through 3 rounds total, so it'll be 2 rounds following the round I do with you. And then if you're more advanced, if you've been working out for a little bit of time, maybe up to 6 rounds total for the more and highly advanced. So 5 additional rounds on top of the one that we're gonna do together. So we're gonna start going through these exercises. I'm gonna give you modifications, and then we're gonna go and do the workout one round together. All right, first move we're gonna do is one leg hip thrust. So what I want you to do is we're gonna put the band around your thighs above your knees. So come onto the ground here. Slide that band on. And make sure it's nice and flat. It might roll a little bit as we're doing this workout, and that's totally okay. You wanna go just above the knees, not on the knees, because you wanna focus on pressing those knees out, keep them safe. So put the band right above your knees. You're gonna be laying on your back for this first one. Back. You wanna put your feet about hip width apart, a little bit of ways, maybe within reaching distance of your fingers or just below that. You're gonna lift one leg off the ground. You're gonna press through the heel of the leg that's on the ground still, right? Keeping the toes lifted, because this is really gonna engage your butt, engage your hamstrings, and keep your back out of it. So engage your core. You're gonna press through the heel and lift, right? You're keeping your core tight. You should already feel your butt engage on that side that's still on the ground. You wanna press through, slowly go to the bottom. Again, you're not letting go all the way, so you're not completely releasing at the bottom like this. It's down, pulse up, down, keep the weight in the heel, and you're going up again. Really squeeze at the top, and you'll really feel the burn. So we're gonna do that 15 times on the left side. You're gonna go through and do it 15 times then on the right side. Now with the band, when you're down, your legs here, you wanna keep that leg out. You're gonna feel the band kind of pull it in. What you wanna do is you wanna focus on, this is what you call your glute med, this side bag where us women have those saddle bags sometimes, right? What we wanna do is we wanna engage that, work that, get that nice and toned and strong, so as you lift up, you're pressing that knee out, so not let it cave in, okay? Press it out and keep it engaged. Really feel that in the back side, feel it on the side of your glute here as well. So we're gonna do that on both sides. Then we're gonna come around here. You're gonna keep the band on, okay? So for most of these movements, we're gonna keep it right here. The last move, we'll actually take it off and do another thing with it. Keep it on. We're gonna come around, flip around to your knees. You're gonna lay on your stomach, okay? So we're staying on the ground. Band is still around your thighs, right above your knees. Fold your hands in front of you, rest your head in a neutral position. You don't wanna be super extended like this, right? You always wanna train in a stable position for your body. So head neutral, you can have it here, you can have your forehead resting down. You're gonna bend your knees, right? Press those hips or your thighs out. Again, you don't want your knees to cave, right? Keep your feet together. And what you're doing here is you're lifting those quads off the ground, so you're gonna go press up off the ground. Lift up and hold. Up and hold, right? So you're just lifting. It's a very small movement, but it's extremely effective in lifting those glutes, okay? So you lift off the ground, you're gonna hold and maintain that contraction and just pulls down a little bit. So you're not actually ever letting go of the contraction, so there's no release. So it's this long isometric contraction. We're getting lots of time under tension. It's extremely effective at lifting and strengthening those glutes. All right, next one we are doing is a banded clam, okay? So what you're doing is you're gonna come over to the side here, okay? You were just on your stomach, you're coming to the side. Hands right underneath your head, hand here to stabilize. Feet together, right? Knees stacked completely, hips stacked completely. What you wanna do here, you're keeping your feet together and you are opening up your thighs, right? Keeping this one down. You're working this whole area right in here. You should feel the burn. So you're opening and closing, right? You're not actually letting go again, maintaining contraction the whole time. not actually resting, right? Feet together. Okay, that's called a banded clam. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip over, we're gonna go to the opposite side and do the exact same thing, work the other side, make sure we have a balanced in strength and tone here, okay? The last move we are doing is abduction hip thrusts. So then you're flipping over, you're gonna lay on your back. Keep the band on the thighs, right? We're not moving it. On the back here. So what you're doing, again, weight in the heels, keeping both heels on the ground. You're gonna lift, right? So squeeze that butt at the top. You really wanna engage it. Almost tuck your hips just a little bit to get that nice squeeze in the glutes. You don't want it to be in your back, okay? So we're not pressing your chest up. You're keeping the butt engaged. We're keeping that hips tucked in right there. So feel that tuck, feel those glutes engaged, and you're gonna press out on the band. Press out, right? We're gonna do a few reps here, 2 or 3 reps. Then you come back down. So as you're coming up and you're pressing through those heels of your feet, right? Then pressing out. We're never letting those knees actually come in. So you're not starting from this position when you press those knees out. You're keeping them neutral and then you're pressing out even more, getting even more glute med engagement throughout this workout. Okay, now we're gonna go through a round together. We're gonna start with 15 moves of each exercise. You're gonna rest 10 to 20 seconds depending on your fatigue level and experience as we go through this. And then after we go through one round, you're gonna rest 1 to 2 minutes, again, depending on how fatigued you are, and then go through another 2 to 5 rounds, depending on, again, where you're at. So we're gonna start with one leg hip thrusts. So you're gonna start on your back, come down here. Again, make sure we're gonna set up first for success, okay? Make sure you're pressing through that heel, lift that toe up. Keep that core engaged before we even start, okay? So you wanna engage the core first. Engage those glutes first. Squeeze even before. Lift up your right leg. Press through that heel to lift those hips. Core is engaged, right? And we're gonna do little pulses here, ready? 15. Up in 1. Exhale as you come up, 3. Good, come on, 4. Feel the burn in that backside. Really squeeze. 8. You should almost feel your hamstrings too, right? Everything should be on fire. You should feel everything. Don't let those knees cave in. Right, 10. Keep breathing. One more, come on. Good, okay. 10 seconds. We're switching to the other side. Don't move, just take a breather. Let that side you just worked go, because we're jumping right in and we're starting now. Ready? Again, press through the heel. Core is engaged. Up 1. 3. You're doing great. Keep those hips neutral. Squeeze at the top. 6. So never let go. So you never want to let go at the bottom. If you need to break mid-set, that's totally fine. Again, wherever you are at, your fitness journey, just make sure you are pushing yourself. When it starts to burn, that's when your body starts to change. So work through that burn. Your butt will not fall off, I promise. You're doing great. 3 more. All the way up and squeeze, and back down. All right, you're doing awesome. Okay, flipping over to your stomach, we're gonna do prone frog leg lifts. Keep the band on. We got about 20 seconds here. Make sure you have a timer out. You don't wanna go over 20 seconds rest. You wanna keep that heart rate elevated. Again, we're going neutral spine. Keep that head in line. You don't wanna be arching and overarching your neck. Get ready, let your breath come down, and we're going. Lift up and hold. 4. Feel the burn, guys, feel it. Embrace the burn. 8. Good. Up and hold, so you're holding at the top of that contraction. 13, 14, 15, awesome. All right, my butt is on fire. I really hope yours is too, if you're doing these right. If you're not, check your form. Okay, we're coming to the side. We're doing banded clams, okay? Set up on the side, make sure you're nice and stacked. Support the head with your hands, knees together, hips lined up. Band still above your knees, not on your knees. Hand right here for support. Make sure you're not rocking all over the place. This is actually gonna engage your core too to stabilize. And we're starting, so lift up, feet together. 3, 4, 5. You're doing great, guys. But anytime using the band gets too difficult, feel free to take it off. This is just an accessory to increase the level of challenge. So if this becomes too challenging, drop down. No harm in that. Quality over quantity here. 2 more. Good. All right. 10 seconds rest. You got a short rest here because all we're doing is flipping sides. Same setup. Hand underneath your head. Support your neck. Right? Make sure that band's in place above your knees. Adjust it if necessary. Set up here. Stabilize on the side. And we're going. Knees together, feet, and go. Up. 15 here. Good. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Slow and controlled reps, okay? Time under tension. You're doing great. Keep it up. Come on. Keep pushing. I know you're feeling the burn. 11. Come on. 14. 15. Awesome job. Okay. You're doing awesome. One more move in this sequence, and then you've got a couple more rounds to do on your own. We're lying back on our backs again. Adjust the band as necessary. You're having your feet hip width distance apart. Pressing through your heels, not your toes. Everything neutral. Engage the core first. Pressing through the heels again. Ready? And lift up through your glutes. Squeeze out, knees out, down, and up, squeeze. Abduct, you're pushing your knees out and down. Good. Just little pulses is all it takes just to feel that slight resistance in those glute meads. Up and squeeze. Good. Make sure your core is engaged through this whole time. If you want, you can even spread your legs a little bit wider to get a little bit more of a glute med engagement as you're pressing on that band. Now there are different band levels. If this band that you have feels too easy, there are tons of other bands that are tighter that you can use that will give you more of a burn. Good, you're doing great, guys. Focus on that breathing. Make sure your form is intact. Every time you're pressing through those heels, right? Your core is engaged. Lifting your hips as high as you can while maintaining that tuck. Good. Last 5 here. Out and down. Now as you come down, remember you're not letting go, right? You're just coming down, hovering right above the floor, and then coming right back up. Keeping tension on those glutes the entire time. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Squeeze and down. Awesome job. Okay, that was round 1. Get a timer out quick, set it for a minute, 2 minutes, again, depending on how much of a burn you feel. Go through this another 2 to 5 times, depending on how much of a fitness level you've had coming into this, and I will see you in the next workout.